Ready? Martin, thanks very much for your time. Two big shows coming up. Mark, I'll start with you first. November 23rd and December 2nd. Just tell us who's on the shows and what we can look forward to.
Well, on 23rd of November, it's a dinner show. I've got Ricky Allen as guest of honour. I've got 5 fights on. I've got a new signing, Ishmael Khan, who's a good amateur, and he's one to watch out for the future. I've got Mick Laymonth, which you know about, who's 5-0. Hopefully we've got 6-0. I've also got Ishmael Davis, who's a talent. To say he's had no amateur experience, he is a good talent, trust me. And then I've got Billy Pickles, who's a good amateur, and he's doing well. He'll go 7-0 hopefully. And then there's Jack, who's 7-0, and he'll go 8-0. So it should be a good show. 5 good kids on.
How's Jack looking so far in training?
Yeah, he's good. They're all looking good. He's looking sharp. He's had some great sparring, up and down the country. So yeah, we're happy with him.
Just speaking to Jack earlier, he sort of mentioned about, I was asking him about how he wants to progress in his career and how quickly he wants to go for titles, and he said that was up to you two really. So how do you sort of see that journey?
He's been pro 14 months. He's had 7 professional fights. He's moved on quite quickly. I think back end of next year should sort of I want to give him another 2 or 3 6-rounders and move him on to 8-rounders, give him 2 of them, and he's ready to go then. I believe in doing it the right way instead of pushing him straight from 6 to 10. Like if you get a good kid who's a bit of a crackerjack and he's coming at you and he's fit, you're going to struggle in them later rounds, if you've not done them. You need to be tested and moved up, with the 6, 8-rounders and 10.
You agree with that, Martin?
Yeah, you can't wish a good thing. Boxers take a while to train and to get them to a certain standard. It takes a while. You can't rush them. You got a good kid. You got to be nice and steady with him. And be patient. And Jack's shown a lot of improvement now. They all are showing it, but every fight's an improvement. Even just now, being training and sparring them out, technique, sharper, moving better, flowing. You see so many things that are getting better, and you think, well, if this is what's happening now, where we're going to be in another year or so with these lads, just stick to the plan.
Do you think that Jack can perhaps move on quicker than maybe somebody was given his amateur experience and the fact that
he can do, but there's no point rushing him. I've got a young stable. They're all 23, 24. There's no rush with them. I believe that when they get to about 27, they've got their man strength. Then probably start pushing for titles. No point doing it now. In the pro game, you only think we get one chance. Like if you get beat a couple of times, it demoralises the kid. What I mean? Loses the confidence a bit. If you keep winning and you're bringing them on slowly, I think that's the way forward. And I think that's the way they're all going. If you look, no one's boxing superstars at the beginning of the career. Like you look. And it's happening all over the world. You're just bringing them on slowly, bringing them on rightly. If you can sell tickets, which all mine can sell tickets, they all do well, happy days, they'll always get out. And they're never waiting for a date. As soon as I do a show, I've got another one, like you were saying, I've got one on the 23rd. I've got one on the 2nd of December. I've got a new signing, Corey O'Regan, who's a talent, trust me, he's one to watch for as well. He's a real good kid. He's a good amateur, and he's a good mover, decent southpaw, and I think he'll do well in the pro game.
And a lot of lads have spoken about how sort of boxing's thriving in Leeds at the moment. You obviously headed that, obviously Josh Warrington, but even at this small hall level, plenty of shows, like I said, plenty of talent.
I think like in another 12-18 months. These lot will be knocking on the door for titles, and there will be ones to watch for. They're all good kids, and like I say, they're all young. They've got plenty of time. There's no rush with them. And like I said, I'm putting plenty of shows on. If they're boxing 4 or 5 times a year on my shows, bring them forward. The good thing about me and Martin, we're a one-stop shop. We manage, we train, and we promote.
How does that sort of balance work then, in terms of, obviously, particularly your role, Mark, in terms of managing, you're in the corner for the fights and you're running around.
It's hard work, you know.
He does more than running about and that, does Mark.
But I see people only see us in the gym.
Yeah, he's got, let's put it this way, I won't say my job is much of an headache. I can train boxers all day, you know, that's something I find easy and I enjoy it, you know, it's something I immensely enjoy. Whereas Mark, he does a lot of running behind scenes, so he's got the headache. I haven't really, you know what I mean, I've got the pleasure part. But he's good at what he does, you know what I mean, he can do all that, you know. I don't think I'll have patience for that lot, so it works. He can do that. And he's a good trainer as well. He's got his way of training, I've got my training. We're both effective. We both brought up good boxers. We both
boxed when we were 9 years old. We first went to a gym, you know. Between us, we've got about, I didn't say it, like 80 years experience between us.
Yeah.
You know?
Ever against each other?
I'll tell you what, I've had
a few spars. We had a few spars.
I couldn't stand toe-to-toe with him though. I learnt to box. He was like hand of stone. I didn't want to tangle with him. He made me move and I didn't want to. So I had to kind of like dance around a lot and use my skill. Whereas he was blessed with power and stamina, you know. So he was a busy guy and he'd throw punches coming all over. But with me, you know, so I've learnt a few things out of that. He's learnt boxing from me and I've learnt how, you know, I can teach fighting and boxing, he can do the same. But I'm better at teaching boxing skills. I like my boxers, you know. But so does Mark, but he can teach kids how to fight well. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we both got us.
So when you are bringing new signings in, what the sort of conversations that you're having about, you know, what things that you're looking for and those types of things?
Well, as long as if a kid comes to me and he hasn't done nothing in the amateurs, but he's keen and he's eager and he's training all the time and he's in the gym and you can see he wants it. It's like Ishmael Davis. He's got no amateur background, you know, and he's a talent. But he comes in, he's dedicated, he trains every night through the day, and if I say to him he's sparring Monday, he's sparring Tuesday, he's sparring Wednesday, and he's sparring top kids, he thrives on it. Loves it, absolutely loves it. Straight. And that's, to me, that's what I want. You have to be a superstar as an amateur when they come to us.
As long as they've got desire, innit? The hunger, they've got desire, the discipline, they don't mess us about. Because we don't mess anyone about. We're there, we're training you. We come, we train you, we sacrifice a lot ourselves.
It's like,
you know, that's part for glory. So there has to be sacrifice for glory. If you're not prepared to sacrifice anything, then forget about boxing, because this is one sport that you have to sacrifice a lot for, and we expect that. We expect them to be here and train. So that messing about, we'll have a stern word with them, you know. We give them a few chances, but don't get so many, and then that's it. We switch off. You only switch on the guys that are switched on. You can't switch off the guys that are switched off. There's not a lot you can do for them. You know, and anyone in the boxing game knows that. I
tell them, if I'm in the gym, you've got to be in the gym. I don't want to be in the gym and only have an handful of fighters in. I want you all in. If I'm in, you're in. There's no excuse. There's one or two, you know, like, I won't mention any names, who I believe that boxing comes first. If there's a marriage, a wedding, I should say, a birthday party, an engagement, a lot of people put that first. Oh, I've got an engagement party to go to. Well, I don't want to wear that. I want to wear, I've got to go training first and I'll come to that party after, you know, and that's the way I like to see it, you know, and that's what I want from the lads. If I don't get that, I'm not happy. And I do tell them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you can't beat about the bush. It's a tough game.
Yeah.
You can't bullshit in this game. You know what I mean? You can't play it.
Very honest.
You can't bullshit. You've got to be honest. You've got to be savage. You really have to be really brutally honest with some guys, you know, and tell them straight. But it works. They either listen to it or they don't. And you know, if they don't listen, there's only one way they're going out. And that's on the back. If they don't train, they're going out on the back. You know what I mean? So
it's like, where these we're honest, we're transparent. We say it as it is. If they go away in the spar and they've sparred poor, we tell them they sparred poor. If they sparred great, we'll give you a pat on the back. You've done well there, you know. If they box well, we'll tell them. If they box poor, we've told them. You know, the only way they're going to learn, it's no good patting them on the back every night, blowing the smoke up their arse. Oh, you this, you that.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Just to sort of go back to Jack, so I can see photos of him in the background. Obviously, you both relations to him, father and uncle. How does that sort of dynamic work? Is that something that you just got used to
Yeah,
for years?
it flows
or,
now. Yeah.
How's it changed since
It
it's turned professional?
We've got better. We've got a lot better. You don't get better if you love something and you're doing it all the time. You get better. He's a lot better. Me and Matt used to argue a bit about things. No, lovers, that's what you do. You know, you argue about anything, don't you? You know what I mean? You know, sometimes I don't always agree with Matt. Sometimes he don't always. But as we got older, we kind of reached the happy medium. We kind of understand where he's coming from, where I'm coming from, and we know. Whatever he does is good for Jack, whatever I do is good for Jack. As long as it's good for Jack, then that understanding's been reached.
And that's the same with all his boxers. You know, Jack don't come first, we look after them all, they're all
No
trained
favouritism here.
You know, they're all looked
We
after.
train them all the same.
In fact, he
same.
probably gets more pushed out than the others do, you know.
Yeah.
Because one is his son and we don't show favouritism, you know, like with Jack, see I've trained pros now for about 11 years and Jack were on GB, I never really saw him, you know, and I'm not one of these that's a coach that's here for my son, I'm here for all my boxers. My son's boxing the ABA finals and I've been in Blackpool with China Clark fighting, you know, and where, you know, people go, what, you're down here and your son's boxing in final at senior ABAs? Yeah, but that's the way it is, you know, I train him, you know, but yeah.
We've got a good team here because all the lads respect each other. There's no one in there that think they're better than anyone else. None of them are above each other. They're the team and they bounce off each other. We don't have anyone here that thinks I'm the big boy, I'm the best here. They're like, oh, you're the team. If you're not part of a team, you're not part of our team. You know. And like Mark says, we don't blow smoke up anyone's, but we just, you know, we treat them all the same. You know, and they know that, and they all have respect for each other. You know, so if you come, you train, we tell you how to train, we do the best we can for you. And these guys realise that, they know that, they know they're in a good place, so they're all confident and quite happy here.
Just finally, Mark, where can people go for tickets and for both shows?
For both shows, they can get in touch with me or Kevin Spratt for the November show, or me or Danny Thornton for the December show.
Brilliant. Guys, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and we'll speak to you on the night.
Hopefully. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.